happens every time. Go ahead and call upon another guy. This is way, way, way too much for me. The demons keep her company. I gotta watch my back, probably pack my bags. You're like a computer crash, baby, well, maybe it's not that bad. Pretend like I'm not that sad. She only know how to make me mad. How to make me mad. Late night city lights, girl, you got me twisted tight. I was seeing black and white till you brought that color around hair. Can't deny that your touch got me electrified. Girl, you know that you're always on my mind. You've got me so unraveled, like a secret I can't handle. Pulling strings, we've been tangled up, yeah. Love's a game, but a risky gamble. Swim across the English Channel. Girl, you got me so unraveled. Mixed signals, cross lines, what the hell were you waiting for? Tensions rise, alibis don't want the compromise. We got each other on repeat and you got me paralyzed. Chasing all these highs with you, yeah. You've got me so unraveled, like a secret I can't handle. Pulling strings, we've been tangled up, yeah. Love's a game, but a risky gamble. Swim across the English Channel. Girl, you got me so unraveled. Sky falling, sky falling, sky falling. I was drowning in the summer sweat, lips locked, and I feel caught up. Round and round, I lost sight of the ground, but you pull me back up. So call me to tell me it's over. Are you coming over? 'Cause I think when we're together, we'll party forever. Shed your heartache. Come with me to the big city. We'll drive till daybreak. I'm really hoping you like long summer drives in the heat. Jam into some old beats. Let your heart race. Come with me to the big city. Sky falling. Sky falling, we drive to daybreak. Think twice, I might be a number one mistake, but you never thought of us that way. You just pushed on the pedal, let it all slip away. If you know what's the deal, we'll stay like this for real. West Coast, winding roads, booked up in a hotel. Ocean swells on the view. You're the best thing, sky falling into you. Shed your heartache. Come with me to the big city. We'll drive till daybreak. I'm really hoping you like long summer drives in the heat. Jam into some old beats. Let your heart race. Come with me to the big city. Sky falling, I'm falling for you. I'm calling, this time it's just us two. Sky falling, I'm falling for you. I'm calling, this time it's me and you, yeah. Sky falling, I'm falling for you. Shed your heart My 727, where have you ran off to? It's past 11. Should've text if you need to, cause I'm right here. In case anything happens, I'm right here. Before everything ends, my 727. Break down, baby, I'ma go away. Heartbroken, had to buy a makeshift. No, it's not working when I really can't feel shit. Roll top, swerving to the left. Run for it, run to the orchard. Dreaming in my head, can't forget. But the way it's hurting, it feels deserted. Out of sight, out of mind. I need space, give me time. Cause you can't change the way I see you. It's just I'm gone. My 727, where have you ran off to? It's past 11. Should've text if you need to, cause I'm right here. In case anything happens, I'm right here. Before everything ends, my 727. You invaded every single thought. I remember when I'm into lie, wasting every second that I got, and I won't fucking give it up for nothing. You say that our loving was toxic, breathing it in when we were talking. I don't wanna sorry for nothing. I just thought it was something else. Say you love me now. Just say you love me now. My 727, where have you ran off to? It's past 11.
Testing. Alright, there we go. Alright, trying to figure out some things real quick so we can get going with all of our junk. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, that's supposed to be properties. There we go. All right, I think we got everything set up. Sorry, we had a little bit of in-game or pre-game, whatever, issues that did not translate over to me knowing about them. So hopefully we're doing good now. I think we're doing better. Let's get this thing going. All right. Happy, I guess, Valentine's Day for all the lovers out there. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Let me readjust my mic here so it actually is out of my way. Alright, we left off with everything being kind of in a little bit of some turmoil as far as everything's kind of concerned. We had this flooding this area because we ended on a bad, or the beginning of a good tide. So we're trying to get this going, as well as getting beavers, getting our population kind of bounced up a little bit. And obviously we don't have any, we're having a bed issue just because everything down here is kind of flooded out, and well, our beavers don't like being flooded apparently. But I did decide, while we have the time and all that other junk, to kind of come over here, build this up, set a builder up here, or a tree logger person, so then we can kind of forest some of this stuff. And then at this current point in time, I only have 4 trees lined up just so that that becomes a priority and a focus. Because I would hate for us to get distracted. But yeah, so we're just trying to kind of get through this, get that kind of nice setup, taken care of, all that fun stuff that everybody else finds annoying. And great, we have a drought approaching, so that'll allow us to kind of come in here, build up what we need to build up for protection purposes. And we're really going to have to funnel this hard so we can get that taken care of, because for whatever reason it shouldn't have this much water, but we have this much water and it's just kind of annoying. And for whatever reason, I'm not 100% sure, but for whatever reason our water down here stays a lot longer than needed. So in the spirit of that, like seriously, this should not be chilling here this long. Well, that's not annoying at all. Alright, let's get this going. Oh, and then I'm also going to let my YouTuber viewers know that if you do put a comment in, you guys are roughly 17.5 seconds behind where I'm at. So just kind of take that with a grain of salt there. Alright, so I'm thinking this is just, our metal options are not ideal. I can say that much. I'm not going to lie on that kind of problem. Definitely creates issues. Alright, we can have something like that. Obviously, that's going to require some planks to get that going, but I think we should be able to... Oh, that's stupid. We can place him here, and then we can place another one right there. And then once this gets built, then we can have access to metal, and then we can kind of go and see what kind of problems that can create for us. And then if we can get this built, which we have enough to build everything, we can get this built, taken care of, then I can start, I don't know, fixing our emergency supply section. All I can hope is that we're going to have a lengthy bad tide or lengthy bad drought, and we can kind of get things taken care of. This is one of those things where you're just like, okay, I need to, how do you build that? Anyway, it's more of just trying to get everything taken care of. Logs. High priority that, and then you guys can both obtain is at this point I'm not 100% sure what to necessarily do, and it might have something to do with like these, and we need like better exit systems, and these are blocking, so then it causes problems as far as like having drainage, and then it drains into here, and then obviously then we have beavers that need housing and stuff like that. So and this is so we can get medicine, because we have been dealing with having beavers being sick and all that other jazz. So trying to get that done. And then once this gets built, then this is going to be our tree grove area, because for the most part it stays pretty clean. And then I think at this point we should probably build a bigger tank up here just so that's available.
You showed me your worst. I took on the mess, so you didn't hurt. Don't know what could've made you stay. Gave it up when it's in my
to me and say you care more than you ever did. You know there's nothing I wouldn't give. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get what your love gon' cost me, as long as it don't stop us falling down. Don't leave me alone, yeah. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Try not to get close, cause I knew that I'd keep up in the dose. Guess what, no surprise. You were there, wanted more, everything I had. Wanted gold, wanted rings, about 100 racks. Tell you no, but I won't, cause I'm too attached. I wish that you could have just lied to me and say you
Alright, we need
ever did. You know there's nothing I wouldn't
to find jobs
I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get what your love gon' cost me, as long as it don't stop us.
and pause all of these guys. These two can play because right now we're not using any of that, but we need these guys to...
I know all love can make it another day, so don't get
Alright, I need high priority on that because we got 9 days to do a buttload of work here.
love can make it another day, so take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get
And then I'm assuming the next drought we can come in here and try to fix that up. And that's really unfortunate there. Same with that one.
Okay, maybe
All right, let's up the priority on these. And then we can get this sorted out. That will then protect us from this. All right, so we're going to let that build, let that sit. Hopefully that works out the way we want it to, getting them all nice and situated. We can then turn our attention to maybe putting something in here to kind of turn this area green. We do have farms. We are working on that. Our water's looking pretty solid. What's kind of starting to look a little bit bleak is our wood supply. And yeah, that should do us. I'm hoping we have enough to build over here. Food we have, okay, that one's being cut, that one's being cut. All right, so we are building, we are taken care of. Home slice should be able to just drop it off in there. Do I have these guys being cut? No, I do not. Let's kind of set this up, get those taken care of, so then we can come in with cutters and get that kind of nice and situated. Then we can think about building something over here along with a water dump, which is what we're planning on doing over here. They finally got that taken care of. And then once this gets built, then we're looking at having more room, having trees over here of different multitudes, probably some birch and the nature. Let's get this one right here. And we'll have that taken care of. And because you now do not have jobs, let's make sure you stay on this side of the loggage. Get over here. We can then start harvesting these once we build down there. Yeah, once we figure out the TNT, once we get metal, we can then start working on TNT, but this is going to be our first metal source. We have wood over here that we're currently cutting. I think what makes this map hard is we got a multitude of different layers. And this is going to require us to dig and kind of plateau some levels. Like over here would be a great area to dig. It's just getting the power to do that. We could. It just needs TNT, but we have to build an explosives factory. We need bad tide, 3 hours to make one. And then we need this. Don't think we're at that point yet, unfortunately. Playing the slow game here, that is for dang certain.
part-time. So in love with you, still so in love with you. I build you up, you watch me break down. You broke my heart, it needs a break now. Fall apart for you, I fall apart for you, for you.
Chasing you down, I'm a poacher. They peeking right over your shoulder. Not a hard game to play. With all this shit, I'm a mind to say. I'm out food with a bullet. Everybody else shopping at Target. This ain't a holiday, but you're all packed up anyway. Hey, hey. I am the hunter, and this day I pray. Please lift once, let it go my way. This food on my table, the Lord has blessed me today. Got you all wrapped up, laid out on my tray. You're looking so hungry, don't think you can resist. So tell me you want me, I'll pretend you exist. Go on, pardon yourself, step away from the table. Starting to think it's all green screens and cables. Got you hiding in the night, while you're standing in my headlights. I'ma chase, I'ma keep the pace. Running through the wild, gotta find my place. Keep it going till she can't walk straight, yeah. I'ma chase, I'ma make the kill. I'm gonna make this bitch my meal. Gotta screaming my name for real. I am the hunter, and this day I pray. to a hunter, take what I have to. Your heart on a platter, just something to tear through. And each day I pray for another hope to come my way. I thank God every day that He made you my prey.
There's a war up in my head, an imbalance in my chest, all 'cause of you. Every night I haven't slept, getting over what was said before you. I overthink everything that I see, the shirt that I wear, to the air that I breathe. I tend to wonder the person I'd be if we never met. Oh, you were gone with the breeze. Cleansed by your composure, healed by your thoughts. Never thought I'd get over, like it or not. Looks like I found my way into the arms of an angel, holding my breath on every word that you say. So if you think that I'm distant, it's the strength of your touch, how it pulls me away like I've never been loved. If I ask you to hold me, to swim in your arms, will you catch me from falling? If we lose our spark, I'll search for answers. Will somebody help me? They say the choice is mine, right? Don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready enough. Trust is something you can't buy. Build it up or let it die, and it consumes my every night. But why? 'Cause I've been broken, beaten down, buried 6 feet in the ground. Dug the grave and she stole my crown. But now I'm cleansed by your composure, healed by your thoughts. Never thought I'd get over, like it or not. Looks like I found my way into the arms of an angel, holding my breath on every word that you say. So if you think that I'm distant, it's the strength of your touch, how it pulls me away like I've never been loved. If I ask you to hold me, to swim in your arms, will you catch me from falling? If we lose our spark, I'll search for answers. Will somebody help me? They say the choice is mine, right? Don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready enough. Think I need a detox, detox. Tell me why I can't stop running back and do it again. All the time that we lost, never get it back. I love the moments that I regret. I need those restless nights waiting on your call. I try to cloud my mind with the alcohol. I go to stand my goal, but I know I'll fall for you, for you, for you. No, I can't handle the stress. She knows nice if I don't leave you be. I think I need a detox, detox. Tell me why I can't stop running back and do it again. All the time that we lost, never get it back. I love the moments that I regret. Then I do it again, again, again. Then I do it again, again, again. I think I need a detox, detox. Tell me why I can't stop running back and do it again. Why do I fall back to the things that bring the worst pain to my life? And why do I tell myself that if I take you back then I'll be fine? Why do I fall back to the things that bring the worst pain to my life? And why do I tell myself that if I take you back then I'll be fine? I think I need a detox, detox. Tell me why I can't stop running back and do it again. All the time that we lost, never get it back. I love the moments that I regret. Then I do it again, again, again. Then I do it again, again, again. I think I need a detox, detox. Tell me why I can't stop running back and do it again.
right there. These are. Is it bad there?
All right, so my plan is to get these trees done, and I built it on a platform just in case, and then I can pause them as I need, and we don't have to worry about them. And then once okay. And then once we have TNT, I'm going to then pull this over here. Alright, so we're going to pause these guys, free them up, then we're going to get these guys going, cutting all these trees down. We'll eventually move over here to the metal mountain area over here. I think once we get all these people down, that this would be a great place to, like, use metal, get it down, get it kind of filtered in, and all of that junk.
Go to your shoulder.
But yeah, slow moving right now, unfortunately, and I don't know why my game is not working.
Let me see. Up there still? Is it up?
Alright, I don't know why the game sound keeps going out. It's kind of annoying. Does that help? Nope. I don't know. I wish the game sound would work, but it's kind of being silly. This is just... Seriously, why does this keep doing that? Everything's open. That might be why. That would definitely do it. Alright, well, let those problems flow. Yeah, this is where this game gets slightly annoying. Alright, so we're gonna pump this up. Hopefully this water will just like flow off, because at this point this is just being more annoying than anything else. But I think as long as we don't have a bad tide, then this water can be able to be held. Alright, we're gonna call it here. I'm not feeling this game right now, so we made it this far. We did this. We did a little bit, so I will catch you guys next time.